receive 3 different calls from 3 different places in the region. These are people who are critical with comorbidities above 60, 70, 75. As a medical person, you already know that if you are picking one person from these 3, the other 2 that you have not picked, you already know that by the time you go there, it's either they will have died or they will be sick. Their condition will have deteriorated. Even if you go there, you already know that even if you take them to the hospital, they are not going to make it. You realize that the patient needs to be evacuated. Now you start making phone calls to all these different facilities that you actually work with, and they all tell you they do not have space. They do not have oxygen. They cannot take that particular patient. You have to explain to the family, you have to explain to the husband, you have to explain to the kids that their relative is in a situation where she needs to be taken to a facility, but there is no space in any of the facilities, and as a result, you're just going to be sticking around just so that you are there, just so that you are actually able to monitor, and you will keep on making those phone calls until space avails itself somewhere. Then you have to take the patient, travel for 80 to 100 kilometers to the nearest facility. I remember we did this for quite a number of times. At most, those patients did not actually survive. The contact tracing team goes to the same home state, find confirmed cases, new confirmed cases. They will refer them to you as a home care team. You have to go back to that particular home state where you were there maybe 3-4 days ago with a critical patient who you had already explained to the relatives that that person needs a different level of care and you are unable to provide it. And you were there, and for them, they had the perception that you are unable to help them. So you would find that when you go back, now you are having issues of resistance. People are saying, oh, you are coming to us, you are maybe asymptomatic or we have mild symptoms, but you are coming here, you are unable to help our grandmother, you are unable to help our grandfather. We don't really find you to be a very effective and useful team. I remember one of them was working with the armed forces. He actually told me that he thinks I'm coming at this time of the hour because I want to have a lot of money, because he knows that we healthcare workers, when we are actually working at night, we get a lot of money. And at that point, there was no monetary benefit whatsoever that we were getting. It was just our normal remuneration. So it was for me, it was quite painful. People were unable to understand that some of these things were systematic. It was not the fault of us as a team. These were things that were beyond our control. But because we were the ones that people were seeing on the ground, we were the ones that people were actually venting out to, with their anger, with their emotions and everything. For those people who were unable to help, those people who were unable to save, even though it is painful, because there are still people that I actually look back, I do a personal review, I do a personal introspection, I say, maybe that person, is there something that maybe I would have done differently to save that person? Is there something maybe I would have done differently to save that person? But you find that you look at all the different factors that were involved, you realize that at most it was not something that was within our power. It was something that was a systematic problem, systematic challenge that we had really very, very limited power that to actually change or turn around.